good morning, or maybe good evening, depending on where you are in the world. I'm very happy that you are here with me today. This is English with Thomas, and today I want to talk about something very simple and very human, something that almost all of us have felt. Why do I feel stressed every Monday? Not just a little tired, not just a little slow, but stressed, heavy, tight in the chest, restless in the mind. That strange feeling that appears when the week begins. Maybe you know it. Maybe on Sunday night you already start to feel it. Your body is in your bed, but your mind is already in Monday. You think about emails, about work, about school, about things you did not finish, about things you must do, and slowly, quietly, stress begins to grow. Today, I want to walk with you through this feeling, not as a teacher first, but as a human being, because I feel this too, and maybe, when we understand it together, Monday will not feel like an enemy anymore. Let me tell you a small story. Many years ago, when I was younger, I had a job in an office. Every Monday morning, I woke up very early. The alarm rang at 6. The room was dark. The air was cold. And the first thing I felt was not energy. It was pressure. I lay in bed and looked at the ceiling, and inside my head, a voice began to speak. You have a long week. You have too much to do. You will be tired. You will make mistakes. Before I even stood up, before I even touched the floor, I was already stressed. I remember one Monday very clearly. I sat on the edge of my bed. I held my phone in my hand, and I did not want to move. I was not sick. I was not in pain, but I felt heavy. Have you ever felt that? Not sick, not injured, just heavy. Repeat after me. Slowly, I feel heavy. Again, I feel heavy. This word, heavy, is not only about the body, it is about the heart. It is about the mind. That morning, I went to the kitchen. I made coffee. I stood by the window and looked outside. People were walking fast. Cars were already moving. The city was awake. And I thought to myself, why does Monday feel like this? Why not Tuesday? Why not Thursday? Why always Monday? I took a deep breath, and I noticed something. I was not stressed about today. I was stressed about the whole week, all 5 days, all the tasks, all the expectations, all the things I thought I must control. And suddenly, I understood something very small, but very important. Monday is not heavy. My thoughts are heavy. Let me say that again. Monday is not heavy. My thoughts are heavy. Try to repeat that. Monday is not heavy. My thoughts are heavy. Sometimes we think stress comes from time, from work, from school, from life. But very often, stress comes from the future, from things that have not happened yet. On Monday morning, nothing bad has happened yet. The day is new. The problem is not Monday. The problem is the story we tell ourselves about Monday. Let me ask you something gently. When you think about Monday, what do you say inside your head? Do you say, this will be a hard week. This will be a long week. I will not have enough time. I will fail. Just notice. You do not need to change it. Just notice. Because language creates feeling. The words we use inside our mind create the emotion in our body. Now, I want to teach you a very simple expression. We often say, I'm under pressure. Repeat after me. I'm under pressure. Again, I'm under pressure. This means we feel something heavy above us. Work, time, expectations. And when we feel under pressure, our body becomes tight. Our shoulders rise. Our breath becomes short. Now try another expression. I'm taking it one step at a time. Repeat after me. I'm taking it one step at a time. Again, I'm taking it one step at a time. This sentence is very gentle. It does not fight Monday. It does not run from Monday. It just walks, one step, then another. After that morning, I began to change one small thing. On Sunday night, instead of thinking about everything I must do, I chose one small, simple plan, not the whole week, only Monday morning. I said to myself, tomorrow, I will wake up. I will drink my coffee. I will walk to work. That is enough for now. And something changed. Monday did not become easy, but it became lighter, because I stopped carrying the whole week in my hands. Let me tell you another story. This one is more recent, not long ago. I spoke with one of my students. She said to me, "Thomas, every Monday, I feel like I am already tired before the day begins." I asked her, "What do you do on Sunday night?" She smiled, a little sadly. She said, "I think about everything I did wrong last week, and everything she might do wrong next week, past and future, no present." And I told her something I will tell you now. Monday stress is often not about work. It is about memory and imagination. Memory of last week, imagination of next week, and the present moment is very quiet. It is just you and this moment. Now, try a small exercise with me. Very simple. Say this sentence. Right now, I am here. Repeat. Right now, I am here. Again. Right now, I am here. This sentence brings you back, not to Monday, not to Friday, to now. Sometimes, the most powerful English sentence is the simplest one. Let me share something personal. Sometimes, even now, I feel stressed on Monday, even as a teacher, even as someone who talks about calm. I wake up, I check my messages, I think about my work, and I feel a small knot in my stomach. A knot. Repeat after me. A knot in my stomach. This is a very common expression. It means a feeling of worry. Tight. Uncomfortable. When I feel that knot, I do not say, I am weak. I do not say, I am wrong. I say, I am human. And maybe you are human too. Maybe you are not lazy. Maybe you are not broken. Maybe you are just sensitive to beginnings. Because Monday is a beginning, a new chapter, a new page. And beginnings are always a little frightening. Think about the word begin. Repeat after me. Begin. Again. Begin. When we begin something, we do not know the end. And the unknown always creates fear. Not big fear, small fear, quiet fear, stress. Now, let me give you one gentle habit, very small. On Monday morning, before you look at your phone, before you open your email, say one sentence. Today, I will go slowly. Repeat. Today, I will go slowly. Again. Today, I will go slowly. This sentence does not change your work, but it changes your relationship with time. Because stress is often a fight with time. We think, I am late, I am behind, I am too slow, and we forget that time is not our enemy. Time is just moving. Let me ask you another soft question. When you feel stressed on Monday, where do you feel it in your body? In your chest, in your shoulders, in your stomach? Just notice, language is not only in the mouth. Language is in the body. When we say, I feel stressed, we are not only describing an idea, we are describing a physical experience. Now, let us learn another useful expression. I feel overwhelmed. Repeat after me. I feel overwhelmed. Again, I feel overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means too much is coming at the same time. Too many tasks. Too many thoughts. When you feel overwhelmed, do not try to solve everything. Just choose one small action, one email, one page, one step, and say, for now, this is enough. Repeat. For now, this is enough. This is a very powerful sentence. It teaches your mind to stop running. Let me return to that first office job. One Monday, After many weeks of stress, I decided to do something different. I did not change my job. I did not change my boss. I changed 1 minute. When I arrived at my desk, before I opened my computer, I closed my eyes. Just for 1 minute, I listened to my breath. In, out. And I said, "This is just one day. Repeat after me. This is just one day." Again. This is just one day. Not the whole week. Not the whole life. Just one day. And that day became possible. Not perfect, but possible. Sometimes we make Monday too big. We say, "This week will decide everything." But life is not decided on Monday. Life is built slowly, day by day, word by word, breath by breath. Now, I want to connect this to your English learning. When you feel stressed on Monday, maybe you also feel stressed about your English. You think, "I am not improving. I am too slow. I make too many mistakes." And Monday becomes the day of judgment. But English is not a test. English is a companion, a language you walk with, not a mountain you must climb in one day. When you say a new sentence and when you listen carefully, when you try again, you are not failing. You are practicing life. Let me give you one final small reflection. Sometimes I think Monday stress is a message, not an enemy. A message that says, you care, you want to do well, you want to grow. And that is not something to fight. That is something to understand. So next Monday, when you wake up and feel that familiar heaviness, do not say, "I hate Monday." Try saying, "I feel nervous because I care." Repeat, "I feel nervous because I care." This sentence is honest, and honesty brings calm. Before we finish, let us practice a few gentle sentences together. Repeat after me, slowly. Today, I will take it one step at a time. Again, today, I will take it one step at a time. I am allowed to go slowly. Again, I am allowed to go slowly. This moment is enough. Again, this moment is enough. Now, just sit quietly for 1 second. Notice your breath. Notice your body. Notice that you are here, listening, learning, living, and remember, you are not alone on Monday. Millions of people around the world feel exactly what you feel, and they are still moving forward, just like you. Good. Let us continue, slowly, from where we are. You are here, you are breathing, and maybe, even now, you are thinking about the next Monday in your life, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, and I want to stay with you a little longer in this quiet space, because stress does not disappear in one sentence. It softens when we stay with it. Let me tell you another small moment from my life. One Monday morning, not so long ago, I was walking to work. The sky was gray. The air was cool. People around me were silent. Everyone was walking fast, and I noticed something simple. No one was smiling. Everyone was already inside their thoughts, inside their worries. And I thought, maybe Monday is not stressful. Maybe Monday just shows us how much we carry. Because on Friday, we drop many things. We say, "I will rest. I will forget." And on Monday, we pick everything up again. Responsibility, hope, fear, expectation, all at the same time. That is heavy, very heavy. Now, I want to teach you a very gentle expression. We say, "I'm carrying too much." Repeat after me, "I'm carrying too much." Again, "I'm carrying too much." This is not about bags. This is about invisible weight, thoughts, duties, promises. And when we carry too much, we walk differently. We breathe differently. We live differently. So here is a question for you. What are you carrying into Monday? Not what are you doing, but what are you carrying? Worry, anger, pressure to be perfect. Just notice. No judgment. Just notice. There is a beautiful English phrase. Let it go. Repeat after me. Let it go. Again, let it go. This does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop holding so tightly. Sometimes, Monday stress comes from one sentence. I must be perfect this week. Let me say this very clearly. Perfection creates stress. Progress creates calm. Repeat after me. Progress is enough. Again, progress is enough. When you learn English, you do not need perfect sentences. You need honest sentences. When you live your life, you do not need perfect days. You need real days. Now, let me slow down even more. I want to tell you about one Monday that changed me. It was a very difficult time in my life. I had many problems. Work problems, family problems, personal doubts. And on that Monday, I woke up and felt something new. Not stress, not fear, emptiness. I did not feel anything. No motivation, no energy, just empty. I sat in silence, and for the first time, I did not try to fix it. I did not say, I must be strong. I said, today, I feel empty. Repeat after me. Today, I feel empty. This sentence was very honest, and honesty was the beginning of healing. Sometimes, Monday stress is not about Monday. It is about something deeper. A life that is too fast. A life that is not balanced. A life that does not listen to itself. And stress is the only way the body can speak. Let me ask you something important. When was the last time you rested? Not slept, rested. Rest means no goal, no task, no improvement. Just being. Many people do not know how to rest. They only know how to stop. And stopping is not the same as resting. This is why Monday feels so hard. Because we did not truly rest on Sunday. We only stopped moving, but the mind kept working. Now, let us learn another gentle expression. I need a little rest. Repeat after me. I need a little rest. Again, I need a little rest. This sentence is not weak. It is wise. Now, let me bring this back to language. When you feel stressed on Monday, try to describe your feeling in English. Not perfectly. Simply, for example, I feel nervous today. I feel tired today. I feel a little afraid. When we name a feeling, it becomes smaller. When we hide a feeling, it becomes bigger. Language is a lamp. It shows us what is inside. I want to share a very small habit I have now. Every Monday morning, I write one sentence. Only one. Not a plan, not a list. A sentence about how I feel. For example, today I feel slow but calm. Or, today I feel worried but hopeful. This sentence becomes my companion for the day. It reminds me that feelings can mix. You can be tired and strong. You can be afraid and brave. You can be stressed and kind. Let us practice this together. Complete this sentence in your mind. Today, I feel. Do not rush. Just choose one word. Maybe tired. Maybe nervous. Maybe calm. This is your English. This is your life. Now, I want to talk about something very common. Many people hate Monday because they feel they have no control. On Friday, they feel free. On Monday, they feel trapped. So here is another important sentence. I choose how I begin. Repeat after me. I choose how I begin. Again, I choose how I begin. You may not choose your job. You may not choose your tasks. But you can choose the first 5 minutes, the first breath, the first thought, and often that is enough to change the whole day. Let me tell you a very simple truth. Monday is not your enemy. Monday is a mirror. It shows you how you live. If every Monday is painful, maybe something in your life needs attention, not change. Attention, more rest, more honesty, more balance. And this is not a failure. This is wisdom. Before we finish, I want to leave you with a small story. One of my students once said to me, "Thomas, I hate Monday because I feel I am starting again from zero." And I told him, "You are not starting from zero. You are starting from experience." Repeat after me. I am not starting from zero. Again, I am not starting from zero. Every Monday, you bring everything you have learned, every mistake, every success, every small improvement. You are not beginning again. You are continuing. And that is a beautiful thing. Now, let us finish with a few final gentle sentences. Repeat after me, slowly. I do not need to rush. Again, I do not need to rush. I am allowed to be human. Again, I am allowed to be human. This week, I will be kind to myself. Again, this week, I will be kind to myself. Now, just breathe. One slow breath in, one slow breath out. And remember, you are not just learning English. You are learning how to live with awareness. How to notice, how to soften, how to continue. Let us stay here a little longer. You are still listening, and that means something important. It means you are someone who wants to understand yourself, not only your English. And that is a beautiful place to be. I want to talk now about something very quiet, something that happens on many Monday mornings, but we rarely notice it. It is the moment when we look at the clock. Have you noticed that moment? You wake up, you look at the time, and immediately your body reacts. If it is early, you think, "I did not sleep enough." If it is late, you think, "I am already behind." And in 1 second, before the day even begins, you are already losing a battle with time. Let me teach you a simple sentence. I have enough time for this moment. Repeat after me. I have enough time for this moment. Again, I have enough time for this moment. This sentence does not promise an easy day. It only promises one thing. Right now, you are not late for your life. Sometimes, Monday stress comes from the idea that life is a race, that everyone is faster than you, that everyone is better than you, that you are behind. But behind whom? We do not all run on the same road. We do not all have the same start. We do not all want the same place. Comparison is one of the biggest sources of Monday stress. On Monday, we compare ourselves to colleagues, to classmates, to people on social media, and we forget one simple truth. You are living your own life. Repeat after me. This is my own life. Again, this is my own life. When you say this, you return to yourself. Now, I want to tell you about a habit that many people have, and they do not know how much stress it creates. On Sunday night, they make a very long list, a list of everything they must do, and when they look at that list, they feel powerful for 1 minute, and then they feel afraid, because the list is too long. Let me share something I learned. A long list does not create clarity. A long list creates fear, so I changed my habit. Now, so on Sunday night, I write only 3 things. Only 3, not 10, not 20. 3. And I say to myself, if I do these 3 things, this day is a good day. Repeat after me. 3 things are enough. Again, 3 things are enough. This is not laziness. This is wisdom. Because when we try to do everything, we enjoy nothing. Now, let me speak very gently about another kind of Monday stress. The stress of meaning. Some people feel stressed on Monday not because they are busy, but because they feel empty. They go to work. They study. They repeat the same week. And inside, they ask, why am I doing this? This is a very deep question. And it often appears on Monday, because Monday is the beginning, and beginnings always ask, where am I going? If you have ever felt this, I want you to know something. You are not weak, you are thoughtful. And thoughtful people sometimes feel tired of repeating. In those moments, do not ask, "What is the meaning of my whole life?" This is too big. Ask a smaller question. What is the meaning of this one day? Maybe today, the meaning is to learn one new word, to speak kindly to one person, to finish one small task with care. Meaning does not always come from big dreams. Often, it comes from small attention. Let me teach you another gentle sentence. Today, I will do one thing well. Repeat after me. Today, I will do one thing well. Again, today, I will do one thing well. Now, I want to talk about fear, because many people do not say they are stressed. They say, "I am busy." But behind busy, though, there is often fear. Fear of failing. Fear of disappointing. Fear of not being enough. On Monday, fear wakes up early, and it whispers, "You are not ready. You will make mistakes. You will be judged." Let me tell you a secret. Everyone is afraid on Monday. Even the people who look confident, even your boss, even your teacher, they just hide it better. So when you feel fear, do not say, "I am weak." Say, "I am brave enough to feel." Repeat after me. I am brave enough to feel. Again, I am brave enough to feel. Now, let me slow down even more. I want to guide you through a very small moment. Imagine your next Monday morning. You wake up, you open your eyes. Before you touch your phone, before you think about work, you say one sentence, "Good morning, my life." Repeat after me. Good morning, my life. This sentence may sound strange, but it changes something. It reminds you that your life is not only work, not only stress, it is a whole world. With mornings, with evenings, with quiet moments like this. Now, let me connect this again to English. Many people think they must learn English fast. They say, "I must improve quickly. I must reach a high level soon." And this creates the same stress as Monday. Too much future, too little present. English is not a race. English is a walk, sometimes slow, sometimes fast, but always forward. When you listen to this podcast, you are not wasting time. You are building a relationship with language, and relationships grow slowly. Let me give you one more useful expression. I am learning at my own pace. Repeat after me. I am learning at my own pace. Again, I am learning at my own pace. This sentence is very important, not only for English, for life. Now, I want to share one final story. One Monday, a long time ago, I arrived late at work. I was stressed. I was angry with myself, and my manager said something very simple. He said, "It is only Monday morning. The week is still young. The week is still young." Repeat after me. The week is still young. This sentence stayed with me because it reminded me that beginnings are soft. Nothing is decided yet. Mistakes can be fixed. Days can change. Energy can return. Monday morning is not a judgment. It is an invitation to begin again. But not from zero. From experience, from understanding, from kindness. Before we end, let us say a few final sentences together. Repeat after me, slowly, gently. This day is a new beginning. Again. This day is a new beginning. I will be patient with myself. Again. I will be patient with myself. I do not need to carry everything today. Again. I do not need to carry everything today. Now, just sit quietly for a moment. Notice your breath. Notice that you are still here, still listening, still learning, still living. And remember, Monday is not something you must survive. Monday is something you can learn to walk with. One step, one word, one breath at a time. Let us remain in this quiet place a little longer. There is no rush. Nothing you must do in this moment. Only listen, only breathe, only be here. Sometimes the most stressful part of Monday is not the morning, it is the night before. Sunday evening. Have you noticed that time? The weekend is ending. The light outside becomes softer, and slowly a shadow appears in the mind. You look at the clock. You think, tomorrow is Monday, and your body reacts even before anything happens. This is called anticipation. Repeat after me. Anticipation again. Anticipation. Anticipation means feeling something before it arrives. And anticipation is very powerful because the body cannot easily see the difference between what is real and what is imagined. So on Sunday night, your body already feels Monday, even though Monday is still far away. Let me tell you something important. Very often, the stress of Monday is stronger on Sunday night than on Monday itself, because imagination is often more frightening than reality. So here is a small practice. On Sunday night, when you notice those thoughts, do not say, I must stop thinking. Say, I see that I am thinking about tomorrow. Repeat after me. I see that I am thinking about tomorrow. Again, I see that I am thinking about tomorrow. This sentence creates distance. You are not inside the thought. You are watching the thought. And when you watch a thought, it loses some of its power. Now, I want to speak about another hidden source of Monday stress. The word should. Have you noticed how often you use this word? I should work harder. I should be better. I should wake up earlier. I should not feel like this. The word should is a very heavy word. Repeat after me. Should. Again. Should. This word carries judgment, and judgment creates stress. So try a different word. Try the word could. I could try again. I could rest a little. I could learn one more thing. Repeat after me. I could try again. Again. I could try again. Could is gentle. Should is strict. When Monday is full of should, the heart becomes tired. When Monday is full of could, the heart becomes open. Now, let me slow down and talk about tiredness. Many people say, I am stressed on Monday, but if we listen carefully, they often mean, I am tired. Not only tired in the body, tired in the soul. Long weeks, long months, long years, and the tiredness has never really left. So Monday just shows it. Let me teach you an honest sentence. I am more tired than I realize. Repeat after me. I am more tired than I realize. Again. I am more tired than I realize. This sentence is very kind, because sometimes stress is only a signal that says, please take care of me. Now, I want to tell you something very simple, but very true. You do not need to solve your whole life on Monday. You only need to live Monday. That is enough. We often think, this week must be productive. This week must be successful. But life is not only about production. Life is about presence. Repeat after me. Life is about presence. Again, life is about presence. When you drink your coffee, just drink your coffee. When you walk to work, just walk. When you listen to English, just listen. Multitasking creates stress. Single tasking creates peace. Now, I want to share a small image with you. Imagine you are carrying a glass of water. If you carry it for 1 minute, it is light. If you carry it for 1 hour, it becomes heavy. If you carry it all day, it becomes painful. The water is the same, only the time changes. Stress is like this. Sometimes, the problem is not how heavy your life is. The problem is how long you have been carrying it. So here is another gentle sentence. It is okay to put it down. Repeat after me. It is okay to put it down. Again, it is okay to put it down. Put down some worry. Put down some expectation. Put down some self-criticism. Not forever, just for today. Now, I want to talk about something very personal. Sometimes, I feel stressed on Monday because I am afraid of disappointing people. Students, colleagues, friends. And maybe you feel this too. The fear of letting others down. The fear of not being enough. So let me say this very clearly. You are allowed to be imperfect. Repeat after me. I am allowed to be imperfect. Again, I am allowed to be imperfect. Perfection is not human. Learning is human. Trying is human. Failing is human. And Monday is a day full of humans. Now, let me return to the language for a moment. There is a beautiful phrase in English, one day at a time. Repeat after me, one day at a time. Again, one day at a time. This phrase is not only for language, it is for life. We do not live weeks. We live days. We do not live years. We live moments. When Monday feels too big, make it smaller. Make it only morning, then only afternoon, then only evening, and slowly the day passes. Let me ask you something gently. What is one small thing you can do tomorrow to make Monday kinder, not bigger? Kinder. Maybe wake up 5 minutes earlier. Maybe listen to music. Maybe walk more slowly. Maybe speak kindly to yourself. Kindness is the best medicine for Monday stress. Repeat after me. I will be kind to myself today. Again, I will be kind to myself today. Now, I want to guide you through one last quiet moment. Imagine your next Monday, but this time, imagine it slowly. You wake up, you sit on your bed, you breathe, you say, today, I begin again. Repeat after me. Today, I begin again. You stand up, you move slowly. You are not running, you are living. And as the day begins, you remember something important. You are not behind. You are exactly where you are. And that is enough. Before we finish, let me give you a few final sentences to carry with you. Repeat after me, softly. I do not need to hurry my life. Again, I do not need to hurry my life. I am doing the best I can. Again, I am doing the best I can. This moment is part of my journey. Again, this moment is part of my journey. Now, just breathe in, out, and remember, stress does not mean you are failing. Stress often means you care, and caring, when guided with kindness, becomes strength. And now, we will let this quiet journey come to a natural end, not with noise, not with hurry, just with a soft goodbye. Wherever you are listening from, maybe in your room, maybe on a bus, maybe walking slowly, I want you to remember one simple thing. You are not wrong for feeling stressed. You are not weak for feeling tired. You are not behind for feeling unsure. You are a human being living a human life in a busy world. And that is not a problem. That is a truth. When Monday comes again, and it will come, maybe you will still feel a little heavy. Maybe you will still feel a little nervous. But now you also have words. You have breath. You have awareness. And you can say, quietly, to yourself, I will take this one step at a time. You do not need to win the week. You only need to live this moment with honesty, with patience, with kindness. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for trusting me with your thoughts, your stress, your quiet questions. This is English with Thomas. I'm Thomas. Keep speaking, keep growing, and keep trusting yourself.